Hey y'all, hey, so this is Jackie. Just wanted to come to you guys live today with such a beautiful, beautiful day, and just wanted to chit chat a little bit. Well, I wasn't really doing anything, so just wanted to see how you guys was doing with your skin. How's your skin treating you today? So today I decided to come on and in the raw, just no makeup, or actually I really didn't have a reason to put on any makeup. But I just wanted to, hey Cheryl, girl, how are you? Your package is on the way. So I just really wanted to talk about actually what it is that you guys are doing again for your skin. You see, it's getting ready to get hot outside, and you only really want to wear makeup really when it's needed. You don't have to wear makeup every day. And a lot of times what happens is that I'm outside, that's why I keep looking off. A lot of times what happens is that when we put a lot of makeup on, we're trying to cover up something, right? Or either we don't feel like our skin is looking well, and we can be drop dead gorgeous like many of us are, but because we don't use the proper skincare on our skin, we want to try to cover up, and we use that Band-Aid, that makeup. That makeup is a huge Band-Aid that we use on the skin. But what eventually happens is that, you too, girl, what eventually happens is that when we keep putting the Band-Aid on that skin, on those blemishes and things like that, it never gets better. It never gets better. So I have a friend, she's on with me right now, and she showed me many, many products that she was using, which were beautiful. They're amazing products. But at the end of the day, like I was explaining to her, a lot of those products were not designed, for our skin of color, whether it's black, whether it's Hispanic, whether it's olive tone, whether it's Indian, skin that has melanin in it. And yes, sure, you do have some melanin, but you can't see it, right? So there is some skin, most all skin has melanin, even Caucasian skin, but it doesn't have as much as a darker complected person, such as myself. So I'm just here to just say, hey, let's start taking care of our skin better. Let's not just only take care of it when we're having to, go somewhere, right? Because like right now, I have no makeup on. And the reason that my skin, you might see a little shine in here, things like that, it's oil. I have no makeup on. So if you get up in the morning and this is your emotion, oh my God, you start picking with the fingernails that I have on, right? That's a no-no. After you've reached like that age 40, which I have a web page, Iridescent Skin Over 40, your skin should be in pretty good condition. Now, granted, I know some of us have some issues with perhaps some acne. Some of us have some issues with perhaps medication and things like that. It may cause some irritation to the skin. But for the most part, when we don't take care of the skin, our skin remembers where it was. Our skin remembers a state of perhaps not being in the best condition. Same with, if you're not a person who exercises a lot like me. Well, my body remembers where it was, and it'll hold on to perhaps fat, right? So we want to make sure that we're going to be using things on our skin that's going to complement our skin. I don't put any fragrance on my skin at all. Nothing that has a fragrance to it. Now, I do make an oil that has a fragrance. It's called PQ, but that is the fruit fragrance. It's a natural fragrance. But outside of that, if it has a fragrance, I do not use it, right? You want to stay away from anything that's fragrant on your skin. Why? Because most of the time, there is an ingredient that is put into a fragrance. That's put into a product that makes it smells good. And that's one of our sensories. If it smells good, we kind of like it, we want it, right? So, back into this whole skincare thing, right? So sometimes even under my eyes, it may look a little dark. It's not bad today, but if it does, this is celery juice right here. When I start getting tired, when I start seeing my eyes getting dark, or when I start seeing things going bad with my skin, I always go to my raw juices. Raw juices are really, really amazing for the entire body, right? I am into skin. I'm not so much into hair anymore, whereas I used to wear a lot of wigs, but now I just go to my bald head itself, and I'm good with that. I'm into skin. My arms, my body. I want to nourish my outer body. I want to nourish my outer skin. That's what it's all about. Because here's the thing. If I went in my house, which I don't have so many now, I used to have a ton of wigs. I can put a wig on and I can change the appearance of my whole head. I can come up with hair, right? But here's the thing. I can also, and I can still have a bald head, I can also go in my house and put a ton of makeup on. But it's not going to change the condition of my skin. I'm going to still have dark spots. I'm going to still have breakouts. I'm going to still have scars. I'm going to still have scrapes. I'm going to still have all of that on my skin. Now, I don't want to have to deal with all of that. Look at my little puppy running down the street. Come here, Nico. I don't want to have to deal with all of that. So, no, all of us are not going to have flawless skin, and I totally get that. I get that. But we can come damn close to it, right? And that's simply meaning using the products that is going to complement our skin. And we don't need a lot of product. We need to cleanse our skin. We need to tone our skin. We need to hydrate our skin. So I use probably about, hold on one second. Nico, come here. Come here, puppy. Come here. Sorry about that, y'all. He just running down the street like he ain't got nothing else to do, right? So, come here, puppy. You lay down. He didn't listen to me. Okay. So I use, on a daily, I'll cleanse, I'll moisturize, I'll use a vitamin C, I'll use a liquid exfoliant. Now, why am I using vitamin C and liquid exfoliants? Liquid exfoliants, what they do, they will remove the dead skin cells, right? Because as we age, and every day we build up dead skin cells on the surface of our skin, right? And we need to remove them. So I've created a product where I actually use 5 botanical exfoliants in that product to help remove those dead skin cells. So now, a little vitamin C. I am not big on vitamin C because it really kind of irritates my skin. I'll go in and I'll use a vitamin C with turmeric that I've created in there, right? So what does vitamin C do and what does turmeric do? Well, vitamin C is a brightener and it's a lightener. It helps remove dark spots, right? Turmeric is an anti-inflammatory as well as an antioxidant. So you want to use some of those products that is going to even and balance out your skin. You're not giving an even and balance in your skin, it's not cool. Next thing, you want to make sure you're going to be getting some water in. Yeah, I get my celery juice in. I try to drink a little celery juice and carrot juice every day. But one thing about the carrot juice literally, I kind of like the effects that I get from it, but carrot juice will literally turn my skin orange. So, in the bottom of my feet or in the palm of my hands. And I really enjoy drinking it because it's great for the skin, especially the beta carotene that's in there. It also gives me a nice bronze tan to my skin. But when I start turning orange, it'd be a little bit too much. I'm like, nah. When I say orange, I'm talking about orange, right? So I try to get my carrot juice in. And then I like to get my beet juice in. I like to get those juices in that don't have a lot of sugar in there. Now, people think sugar and chocolate. I eat dark chocolate every day. As a matter of fact, I eat too much dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is amazing for your heart. Dark chocolate is not going to bother your skin for most of us. Some people may even just have an allergic reaction to cocoa, right? They can't eat the dark chocolate. But dark chocolate is not something that's going to give you acne, right? Milk, though. You're a person who likes a lot of dairy, cheese, and milks, but you're also that person who breaks out a lot, have the acne. Milk is your culprit. Why? Because milk has too much fat in it, too much fat in the milk. And we have too much fat disturbing the sebaceous gland, you're going to have some problems. Do you really, Cheryl? Right, I know, yes. Hey, Laurie. So, yeah, and that milk can be such a culprit that you want to say, you know what? I got to back off of that milk. Also, too much acid that's in spaghetti sauce, many fruits. A lot of people love to eat a lot of fruits, but sometimes if you're acneic, you can't eat a lot of fruit. You know, back to the oranges, the vitamin C. The orange, an actual orange, if you have dark spots, you can literally take a lemon, because lemon has vitamin C. You can rub that all over your face, and it'll eliminate all the little dark spots that you have, right? You sleep on it, you leave it on, and you're good, right? So, that acne thing, you want to stay away from too much citric acids, too many juices. You want to stay away from them, okay? See, your lifestyle and your daily eating plays a huge role in how your skin is going to look, because what you put in is exactly what you're going to get out, right? You can't put a lot of garbagey foods in, because see, what happens is that the garbagey foods, it takes a long time for them to digest, and your skin needs to purge. Like right now, my skin looks all glowy outside of this sweating that I'm doing, but the beauty of it is that I'm perspiring and I'm loving it, because you must perspire in order to have great skin. You have to sweat. Whether you're having great skin on your face, whether you're having great skin on your entire body, you must perspire, right? Here's the thing. If you're drinking enough fluid, right? You're drinking enough fluid, you have to make sure that what you drink in, what you bring in, you have to expel it through sweating, urination. It's got to come out, right? Because that is the only way that the body will detox itself. Like, I'm drinking my celery juice, right? So what I'll do, once I get done with my celery juice, I'll go in and I'll get my water, and I'll drink my water, right? Because I'm trying to flush all the commotion and all those things that we shouldn't be eating. I'm trying to flush it away. Now, if I was a person, almost straight vegan, and I ate nothing but vegetables, which is going to dilute and turn into water anyway, right? I wouldn't be just so adamant about just really drinking a ton of water, but I'm not. So I have to detox. Well, okay, Jacqueline, you tell me, you say, I do detox, still getting breakouts. Well, what you want to start doing is actually putting a mask on your face. Now, what kind of mask do you want? If you're acneic, if you're a person who breaks out a lot, you want to go with the clay-based mask. What is clay? Clay is bentonite. Bentonite is an ingredient that absorbs. And what it does, it absorbs oils from the skin. So, well, why do I break out? You might be asking. Well, that's because your oil and your moisture level does not meet, right? Like I said, oil and water don't mix. Well, you're not getting enough water in, and those sebaceous glands, your oil glands, are just kind of taking over, and they're just kind of like doing all kind of craziness. And then what happens is that you get those breakouts. So then you go, oh, well, I get the breakout, and then I don't even pick the bump, and it still turns dark. Why does it turn dark? That is what you call hyperpigmentation. That's because you don't put anything on your skin to protect your skin, right? You don't put any kind of oil. You don't wear any kind of sunscreens. You don't put any kind of powders. You'll just go right outside. Like right now, the sun is out, but there's UV rays out there. These are the rays that are bad for your skin. You got UVA, UVB, UVC rays. Now, even if it was cloudy, every day, I still put something on my skin. I still put something to protect my skin. Hey, Cheryl, hey, Charlene, because I can't afford to go out there and not have something on my skin to protect it from the rays, right? So it's very, very important that we get our juices in. It's very, very important that we get our vitamins onto the skin. Now, what vitamins do you need on the skin? Hey, Charlene, Well, we need some vitamin E moisturizer. We need some vitamin C when we talked about it. That vitamin C is going to be for our lightener and our brightener. We need that vitamin A. That vitamin A is going to help some of our skin, which women of color, we don't really deal with a lot, but that vitamin A is going to help with those fine lines and wrinkles, right? Now, those are 3 vitamin A's, vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. Those 3 are the 3 sister vitamins. Those vitamins will work together. Those vitamins work together strongly. Now, many products contain those vitamins. Can you take those vitamins? Of course you can. I try to take a vitamin A, C, and E every day, right? You got your vitamin K, your vitamin D is something that you also need to be taking and consuming, right? You need to get out there. Come here. You need to get out there in that sun. You need to get a little sun. Don't be afraid your skin, you'll get too dark skin. Because black don't crack, that's a good thing. You know, I got that dark skin thing going on. Don't be afraid you're going to get too much sun, right? I talked about last week, and I talked about a podcast I just did on yesterday. You have to moisturize that skin. I am an oil lover. I love oil. Hey, Charlene girl. I love oils. I use oils on my skin like it's nobody's business. Because that oil and that moisturizer is going to keep those fine lines and wrinkles down. It's going to keep them down. Are we going to age? Of course we are. Come here, puppy. Sorry, guys. We are going to age. Can we slow the process? Of course we can. Is there anything in a bottle that's out there right now to keep us looking 45 or 30, however old we are? Not yet. But there are some things that we can put in our diets. There's some vitamin A, some vitamin E, some vitamins that we can take, ingest, and put on our skin topically to keep the skin looking youthful. And also, drinking, smoking, many of those things, guys, is going to age us rapidly, especially the smoking. If you're a smoker, you better find some way to cut back, right? Because outside of tearing all your lungs out and your skin getting dried out from the tobacco. See, the tobacco is the thing. That's why your skin's looking like it is, right? Has nothing to do with inhalation of your skin. It's tobacco. It's all the ingredient and all the free radical that is in that tobacco now is blowing back at you and you're aging. The drinking. Now you got some alcohol going on. You're drinking, right? You're not drinking a bit of water. You're not doing anything. You're just drinking. You see, you can't keep drinking alcohol because alcohol is it has a ton of what? Sugar, right? And what sugar is going to do, it dilutes in the body and it turns into like that insulin, the extra insulin, right? So you want to make sure you're getting some water in to combat all of the sugar, right? Because the sugar and the alcohol is actually what gets you kind of like drunk. So if you get some water in while you're drinking, you're hydrating the body. See, alcohol alone, just think about the word alcohol. Alcohol alone does what? It's designed to do what? Dry up, right? So if you're drinking alcohol at the party or wherever you at, whatever you're doing, if you're drinking that and you're not drinking any water, you're going to have a headache in the morning. Why? Because you're dry on the inside. There's no moisture inside of your body. You see, when I talk moisture, I'm not always just talking about moisture on your face. I'm talking about moisturizing and hydrating in your body. If you wake up sometimes in the morning, outside of us just getting older, that's cool, great, fine. But if you notice, some mornings you might wake up and your whole body is killing you. Your whole body is aching. You're like, why is my bones hurting, stuff like that? Why? You're not getting enough water in. You see, your bones have to have hydration. That's it. And that's all. Your bones has got to be hydrated. Whereas when you move around and things like that, it's not like your bones are moving up against cardboard on the inside. It's got to have, those bones has got to have that hydration. Just like I talk about the orange. My favorite analogy. The orange, the infamous orange. Get a nice orange, sit it on the table, right? Go back the next day or two, you start seeing that orange shrivel up, right? What is it doing? It's oxidizing and it's dying, right? Larry Wright, no drive on. That orange is oxidizing and it's drying. And why is it? From the air. There's no moisture in the air where that orange is going to die. If you take that very orange and you put it in the refrigerator, watch how long it stays. Watch how long life is on it. Same way with our skin. Let your face and body be out here long enough and don't put any hydration to it and see what happens. It's going to start wrinkling and things like that. So, we see our grandma and our moms and stuff like that, and their arms are all wrinkly. It has a lot to do with their ages. It has a lot to do with the skin is not hydrated. That's where you're seeing all those fine lines and things like that, And I know many of you will probably say, oh, well, I use Vaseline, I use that, things like that. Do you think that they named Vaseline petroleum jelly for a reason? It has gasoline in it. It's petroleum. Yeah, it does. And over a period of time, you are going to suffer from that. It's going to catch up with you. I was telling one of my customers, Cheryl, who's on, and her and I were talking, and we're talking about sunscreens. Well, there's a difference. This is a whole new conversation between a sunscreen, sunblock. Well, there's a physical sunscreen and there's a chemical, right? And I kind of like want to stay away from chemicals, right? Kind of like want to, keep along the line those physical things. So I have to just really, really think about it. And I haven't gotten it down yet, but I'm going to get it. So just say like over in Africa, right? Well, do you really, really think, and just give me your opinion now, right now, guys. Do you really think that over in Africa that they are running to the store getting some sunscreen? But have you ever noticed any of them that had really bad skin? I haven't. And I don't think they run into the neighborhood stores getting no sunscreen. But I'll tell you where they are running. They're running to the shade trees, right? Right. They're running to get that watermelon oil. They're running to get the Mafura butters. They're running to them butters and oils. Here's the thing. It's no different over here. We can get those same products, those same ingredients right here in the US of A. Right here at Gorgeous Whips. That's all I formulate with oils and butters. Right? We can still get those same things to protect our skin. Our skin is not, our makeup is not as Caucasian people that are not colored. That's not how we operate. We have the melanin in our skin that our skin is very, very resilient. Our skin can take a lot of things, right? Our skin can take a lot. Our skin can take a lot of heat. Why? Because genetically, we're closer to the equator, which is hot as hell, right? That's what equator, Egypt, all that. Whereas people who are not of color, they're in the polar. Hey, JJ, they're where it's really, really cold. That's why when it's hot outside, we ain't trying to run, right? We can take some heat. Like right now, when the heat is on, we can take physical heat, we can take some mental heat. That's what we do. Right? So, our key is we still want to protect from that sun because that sun is a beast. We can still sunburn. We can still peel. Right? But now, say that, okay, everything I use, I can't use that. Well, when you can't use something, say there's a product, right? Oh, I'm allergic to that. As a formulator, when I create a product, I don't just create a product and say, I put this all in a jar and it's created. No. When a product is formulated, there is ingredients that has to go into this product. So now, say that if I put maybe dimethicone, which is something that makes the product nice and smooth. Come back here, puppy. And then I might put watermelon oil, and then I might put, preservative. I might put something in there. It's not that you're allergic to the product, you're allergic to a particular ingredient. I used to get people all the time when I was doing skincare, oh, well, I'm allergic to that. Well, what is it that you're allergic to? That's why I'm big on look at your ingredients, right? So if you told yourself that, oh, I'm allergic to strawberries, and that product had a strawberry extract in there, well, then that's why I know why you're allergic, because there's extract. If you ate a strawberry, well, then I know, okay, well, she's allergic to strawberries. And remember, guys, also, there is nothing out here on this market, on these shelves, that's 100% natural. Now, the only way it becomes 100% natural, that you go into your kitchen and you put an avocado, you put an orange, you put a lemon, you make a mask, you put some honey in there, and you put it on your face. That's 100% natural. But in 3 days, it's gonna go bad, right? Why? There's no preservative in it. Now, what's the preservatives that are in the products that's on the shelves? Alcohol. Alcohol is a preservative, right? So there's other preservatives that we use that can be a natural preservative, right? So remember your mom and them used to make like that jelly? And they put like a little preservative pack in there to make it last for so long after they cut up all those strawberries and peaches and stuff. Well, they have to put in a preservative in order to make it last long, right? So guys, I'm gonna stop all this chit-chatting. I'm outside. I'm just chilling with my juice, which should be gone by now. But I want you guys to really, really, really get to the point where you're taking better care of your skin, guys. You know, even I got a couple of guys on here. It's really senseless. We have gorgeous, we have beautiful skin. And for the ladies, beauty is not related to makeup. It's not. But now, if that's your definition of beauty, okay, cool. But my definition is that I promote beauty. When my products, my brand, I don't particularly sell my brand. I particularly promote my brand. And I promote beauty. I promote the beauty inside and beauty outside, because you cannot have one with the other. One will not work unless the other one's working for you, right? You're going to get a lot of junk in, you're going to get a lot of junky skin. And the junky skin is just it's going to be harder and harder to bring your skin back to where it really needs to be. Okay? So, that being said, love and peace. You guys stay safe out there. And guys, take care of your skin. Talk to you guys later. Ciao. Bye-bye.